for innovation. The second pillar for us is really positioning Hyderabad as a global hub for AI. You heard about all the AI startups that are based in India. How can we do many more to get more global AI startups to Hyderabad? How can we get more big companies to set up their centers of excellence of AI in Hyderabad and other parts of Telangana? And of course, build out a policy framework that will encourage more and more companies to set up in the state. I think the third theme for us is clearly around skilling and capacity development. How do we partner with the different universities around the country, around the state, to make sure that the relevant skills in AI are applicable and are trained and retrained, including introducing new programs through our Future Skills initiative. And I think the last pillar for us is really around industrializing AI. How do we take use cases that were talked about around healthcare, education, skill development, energy, water management, and get different stakeholders to act on that. So thank you once again for this partnership. I want to acknowledge Mr. Mohan Reddy, Nivritti, Rahul, all who are part of the NASSCOM Executive Council who are here, Vishal, who's been a key supporter for NASSCOM, and we look forward to working with all of you in making this a reality.
Thank you, ma'am. Chiranjeevalu sir, the commissioner has to move, so we will be launching the pilot project first. This is a IGRS Medha chatbot, and to launch this, I would like to call upon stage Honorable Minister KTR sir, along with Secretary sir Jayashanjan, and we are developing the solution along with Tresem Labs. I would like to call Vamshi sir on stage. The Commissioner of IGRS, Mr. Chiranjeevalu sir, please join us on stage.
You might want to talk. Where is it? No. Just go there. It is clicked. It is clicked actually. That is connecting. Who is speaking about it? So, yeah, it's launching, sir. Sir, you click here. Just click here. Click here. Click it. Click it. Click that.
So good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I want to wish you all you New Year. So in fact, this Medha is designed to answer the queries related to registration and its process. So basically, it is designed to interact with the people on clarifying several issues confronting the people for registration purpose. So today, I am glad that Honorable Minister is launching this Medha. All of you know that registration department is the always forerunner in using the technology. So last year also we developed a chit fund administration by using blockchain technology, and also we have developed the proof of concept using blockchain technology in property registration, and it is now recently on November 26, it is appreciated by Honorable Union Minister for Information Technology also in Lok Sabha. So registration department is taking several IT initiatives. Because of the IT only we are able to register number of documents and handling increased workload. So I thank the minister for inaugurating it. This is only an initial step and we want to develop it further. We are now only answering the queries. In coming days, we can also answer the queries relating to the payments and other things, and also it will be integrated with payment gateway. So this is a beginning step. I thank the IT department and minister for giving the support and guidance for developing this app. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Next, we have another marquee project, Telangana AI-based crowd estimation and management application. I would like to call on stage Rajesh Kumar sir, DIG Counterintelligence, and the Averroes startup which has built this particular solution. Rajesh Kumar sir, Devendra Singh sir from Counterintelligence, please speak about the project. Vikram? Vikram, would you like to brief us? Rajesh, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, for having us here. This project is extremely important to us. We need to know the size of the crowd and how the crowd is behaving. It has several applications in places like where there is a lot of crowd, for example, in a temple, on a Kumbh Mela, on Medaram Jatra, or anywhere where there are chances of stampede. Or even, say, a public function or a political, function. So this application has been designed to count the number of people present, how they behave, so that our task, our law enforcement response can be based on that. So Yatin and Vikram from Aviras will be talking more about it.
Thank you, Rajesh sir, for the honor of introducing our application. With the tremendous support from Telangana government, the IT department, and the police department, we, a startup now incubated at T-Hub in Hyderabad, have built a AI-based solution where we can use existing CCTV cameras to estimate the presence of crowd, density of crowd in sensitive areas, so that this can help the law enforcement agencies to manage and execute the overall planning in a much faster and better way. So I am just going to request the Minister sir to inaugurate that application in a bit using an AI-based facial recognition authentication system. So please.
Recognize me?
Yes.
This is the camera here.
Sir, just 1 second. Yeah, it's not projecting.
Can you project the screen?
Can you project the screen?
Project screen.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sir.
So you have to look at the camera, sir.
Yes, looking at the camera.
Sir, launch the app first.
Okay.
Yeah, you can launch it.
And then, sir, it will start recognizing your faces.
Okay.
It's trying to authenticate you.
And
Am I confusing
Yeah,
it?
it's
Or?
authenticating.
authenticated.
And then the app is launched.
Okay.
Now we'll deploy the app on the camera feed.
Now we will deploy the app on a few cameras and videos from the Hyderabad Police Department. So some of these videos actually capture some of the key events happening in the Hyderabad city, where using AI, actually there are count numbers on the top which are showing live estimates of crowd density within the area. And there are 3-4 cameras that we have already implemented this. We also request the Honorable Minister to unveil a report which we did to I'll just open up. Okay. Yes, you go. So this report is actually the output of some of the work that we did with Telangana Police and the IT department, where the recently concluded T20 match, T20 International between India and West Indies, we used one of the CCTV cameras in the stadium to pan across the stadium and use the camera feed with an AI system to estimate the crowd density. So we estimated the crowd just by panning the camera with a very high accuracy, nearing 90%. And the work is still going on, and we are continuously improving with lot of data, which has been kindly supported to us by the police department, the IT department. So one of the results, actually, we can see on the background briefly, is that we calculated the total number of attendees in the match to about 25,000, which was very, very good accuracy for a 2-month-old project that we did. And so Minister has already launched. Yeah, thank you.
Sir, I would also like to say something. You mentioned in one of your talks you are a startup state. We actually were based out of Gurgaon, and we were actively thinking of second location in South. So we'll be happy to say that we have already, we are now part of T-Hub with all the encouraging support what we have got from the team. It really, it was like helping a startup is helping a startup, So thank you very much, and the team also. Thank you.
Thank you, Yatin. Thank you, Vikram. Next, I would like to call on stage Mr. Rajanna from TCS. He would like to share his plans for Telangana's Year of AI 2020. Rajanna, sir, may I have you on stage? Yeah, absolutely.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year to all of you, first of all. There is nothing better than this to start the new year. And my team is asking why Minister did not ask to TCS to sign the MOU. Then I said, Minister expects TCS to do without MOU. So that's what exactly we have done. Absolutely, sir. And sir, you will be happy to hear that Hyderabad is one of the hubs for TCS Centers of Excellence on Artificial Intelligence. And I am very happy to see some of the partners here, both Vishal and Nivrutti. So Hyderabad is going to, we are going to invest a lot on AI in Hyderabad. Last month I forwarded you the mail. So thank you so much once again.
Thank you, sir. Next, may I like to call on stage Ms. Aditi Namdeo, the Head of Operations for C4IR, World Economic Forum. Aditi, request you to share your thoughts and your plans for Year of AI 2020.
I'll keep this very brief because I am the one who's between Honorable Minister's speech and the lunch as well. Thank you so much for this August gathering, respected Minister. Mr. Ranjan, thank you so much, Rama Devi and the team. We are proud to be associated with the state of Telangana. We started with Telangana as one of the first few states when the World Economic Forum set up their Center for the Fourth Industrial Revolution in collaboration with Reliance as our founding partner as well in Mumbai. And we're working with Telangana currently on emerging technologies of drones for medicine from the sky for healthcare. I'm represented here with my colleague Arunima Sarkar, who also leads AI initiatives in the center. And the center is dedicated for actually looking at accelerated adoption of technology, emerging technologies, through development of governance protocols. We are going to look forward to associate with Telangana on AI-related initiatives such as AI procurement and some of the facial recognition and healthcare pilots that you are now very much signed up for. So looking forward to get associated on all of these. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Aditi. Next, I would like to call on stage Mr. Rahul Sharma, the President, Public Sector, AWS, to share his thoughts on Year of AI, Telangana.
Respected Chief Minister KTR Garu, Jayesh Ranjan ji, Rama Devi ji, I echo my colleague from TCS's sentiments when we say that the reason we are not signing an MOU is because we've been working very, very closely with the government of Telangana. Already, you would know that Amazon has the largest campus in the world anywhere in Telangana. And we are also doing so much more with so many partners here. Intel is here, Vadvani. In fact, everybody. We are trying to be the enabler for all of the transformation that's happening using cloud technologies. It's a real pleasure. We've been working on skilling with task. We want to amplify that number much more than what we've been doing. We've been working with T-Hub to support a lot of the innovation on startups as well. Many more announcements to come. It's really heartening to see that a number of projects that are being announced today are working on AWS. And over the next couple of quarters, you'll hear a lot more of working between Telangana and AWS. Thank you so much, sir, for the opportunity, and it's a pleasure to be associated with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We are honored to have among ourselves Mr. B.R. Mohan Reddy Garu, the founder of Scient. Sir, I would like you to please share a few words on your plans for Year of AI. Thank you, sir.
Sabalo andarki Nutan Samvatsara Subhakankshalu. My hearty congratulations to KTR Garu and Jayesh Ranjan Garu for this initiative. Hyderabad, Telangana has been first in taking a number of steps and new initiatives at this point of time, and AI is one of them. Because I'm sure there's so much amount of literature that's available, but people like me feel it all the time that AI has become all pervasive. Irrespective of the field you are in, you will still certainly experience AI, whether it's healthcare, it's education, it's agriculture, it's logistics, it's insurance. I can go on and on. So therefore, I think it's an extremely great step, that amazing step that KTR Garu took in making sure that we started this on a new year with AI for 2020. I only have a few things. I think there are a number of things that people have been talked about, capacity building, etc. And in some ways, I'm sure, personally in my own roles at different levels, I do a lot of work. Our director of IIT Hyderabad, where I chair as the chairman, we're the first to start a BTech program in AI, or in T-Hub, we promote several of these AI initiatives. But I have three submissions, sir, for the minister and the IT secretary, who also now doubles up as the vice chancellor for JNTU at this point of time. First is that we have to get AI coursework into our engineering colleges. We have as many as 175 of them. We have close to about 100,000 of these students who are working on, who are there. But I think we need to get these digital skills. AICT, which I, again, a part of AICT I am, we revised the curriculum. So therefore, I think it is imperative at this point of time to get our students these skills, because it's only when we get these students from the first year onwards, that's when we will have enormous amount of capacity. The second one, which we think is extremely important, is the teachers do not have these skills. So therefore, teacher training programs and making sure we get AI, ML, big data, all these digital technologies is extremely important. And for the teachers training, instead of actually getting them into a classroom, you could also have a mixed mode learning. So therefore, if the teachers can also be trained, Jayesh Garu, I think AICT has a number of schemes at this point of time. We have got a plan of training 1,000 teachers right now in AI across the country. We can probably get ourselves involved in it. We'll have the teachers done too. And the third one is, for the AI to flourish thereafter, you need to have incubation centers and innovation centers and startup ecosystem. There's no denying there's T-Hub. There are a number of other incubation centers that have got created because of T-Hub. The rub-off effect has been enormous, but that's not enough to me. I think every engineering college today has to have an incubation center to promote several different technologies, but most importantly, AI. Again, congratulations to KTR Garu and Jayesh Garu for starting this initiative, and all the best to you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Healthcare is a primary focus area for Telangana, and also has a lot of applications. AI has a lot of applications in healthcare. To speak more about it and the initiatives which we are planning to do as part of our research center, I would like to call upon stage Dr. Srinath Reddy, the president of PHFI, Public Health Foundation of India, to share his plans for Telangana's Year of AI 2020. Over to you, sir.
Esteemed Minister, luminaries in the audience, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a matter of pride for the Public Health Foundation of India to be partnering the government of Telangana, IIIT, and Intel in advancing the applications of AI in health and healthcare. When I say health and healthcare, I mean public health, which actually involves the population level health, and healthcare, which involves persons and patients. So the entire expanse of healthcare can be transformed by the applications of AI, which is now going to be moving even from deep learning to self-learning and reinforced learning. And we'll be seeing this transform not only diagnostic and management algorithms at the level of the individual patient, but also in terms of population health, where data from multiple sources has to be integrated in order to decide what would be the appropriate interventions for specific population groups. And public health is possibly the best platform for that kind of knowledge integration. As a discipline, it combines learning from biological and life sciences, social and environmental sciences, as well as quantitative sciences, and from health system studies. And that whole integration is essential, whether we are going to be actually focusing on how best to manage a patient in his or her own environment, or when we are looking at how population dynamics of disease outbreaks and prevention will have to be both forecast and managed. And therefore, it's a matter of pride for us to be partnering with Telangana and the partners in IIIT, as well as with Intel. From the Public Health Foundation of India's point of view, may I say that given our presence in 6 physical locations in India, but more importantly, partnering across the country, including training of primary care physicians, where we have completed training of 25,000 primary care physicians across India. We have partnerships with 200 institutions for their training. We have also partnered for a health and environment leadership platform for green technologies of healthcare facilities with 700 healthcare institutions across India. So we can actually tap a lot of knowledge. Public health is not only going to be consuming the knowledge and benefiting from AI, but will be contributing immensely to the creation of new knowledge in terms of AI. Telugu గడ్డ మీద నిలబడ్డ తెలుగు బిడ్డగా తుది పలుకు నేను తెలుగులోనే చెప్తాను. హైదరాబాదీని కదా, అందుకని. తెలంగాణ రాజ్యం ఆలపిస్తున్న అభ్యుదయ గీతానికి ఈ సాంకేతిక సమూహక సంగీతం శృతి కలుపుతుందని మంత్రి గారికి నేను వాగ్దానం చేస్తున్నాను.
Thank you so much, sir. Government of Telangana has done a lot of initiatives in e-governance. Just to give a feel of that, so we are about to present a video on what all we have done in e-governance in the field of AI, deep learning, machine learning, and big data. We'll let the video do the talking.
Has been adjudged as the leading year after year, Telangana has been adjudged as the leading e-governed state in India by many agencies. As per e-Tal of Government of India, Telangana ranks first in number of per capita e-transactions. What has been setting Telangana apart from its peers is the vision of a truly digital Telangana and its execution under the leadership of Honorable Chief Minister Shri K. Chandrasekhar Rao. Striving towards this vision, Telangana has started exploring use of emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, big data, blockchain, drones, etc. in the government. Authentication of citizens' identity is a key prerequisite of service delivery by government departments. For example, at airports, security personnel verify the identity of a citizen before allowing them to enter the airport. At examination halls, the identity of students is verified before they are allowed to take the exam. Similarly, identity is verified at temples and during voting, etc. These examples of identity authentication essentially include 3 checks which are performed manually. First, name on the flight ticket or hall ticket with the name on the ID card. Second, photograph on the ID card with the face of the citizen. Third, which is an indirect check. This includes physically verifying the live person. Let's take the case of pensioners. Pensioners are required to submit a life certificate once in a year. At present, the pensioners submit life certificate by visiting one of the following offices: Sub-Treasury Office, Bank of the Pensioner, and Me Seva Center. All of these modes are marred with various challenges, such as need of physical presence at a specific location, issues like worn-out fingerprints in elders. ITEMC, Department of Government of Telangana, has, after intense analysis, answered these questions through an innovative solution called Real-Time Digital Authentication of Identity, RTDAI, for an easy and convenient authentication of citizens' identity for efficient delivery of G2C services through a smartphone. Built on RTDAI platform, Pensioners Life Certificate through Selfie, PLCS, is a three-factor authentication system which will allow more than 2.6 lakhs pensioners of Government of Telangana to submit their annual life certificate through a smartphone from their home, anytime, anywhere, without stepping out of home. PLCS service is provided through T-App Folio, the M-Governance initiative of Government of Telangana. The only details to be provided by pensioners are pension ID, their name, and take a selfie. PLCS processes the provided information using a three-factor authentication by leveraging state-of-the-art technologies. Artificial intelligence-based liveness check to ensure that selfie uploaded is from a live person at that instant and not a photograph or a selfie taken earlier. This is the most important test since the identification is done remotely. Big data-based demographic check to match names. The technology can handle variation in names. Deep learning-based image comparison to match photographs. The technology can handle variation in the photos. Since its launch in April 2019, as on date, more than 26,000 pensioners, about 10% of pensioner base, have submitted their life certificate through PLCS. PLCS has demonstrated an accuracy of about 93% in successfully authenticating the pensioners. RTDAI has immense potential for government departments. For example, it can enable authentication of pensioners of old age and other welfare pension schemes. RTDAI can help the Election Commission identify and eliminate duplicate voter IDs to achieve one citizen, one voter ID anywhere in the country. State Election Commission of Telangana is planning for a pilot of RTDAI-based authentication in some polling booths in the upcoming municipal elections in January 2020. In case of Transport Department, RTDAI can remove the requirement of physical presence of citizens at RTA offices for some of the services like renewal of driving license, changing address in DL or RC, adding a class of new vehicle to the existing DL, etc. The biggest advantage of RTDAI is that it requires just a smartphone with no requirement of any other hardware. Given the availability of more than 400 million smartphones in India, a solution like RTDAI has the potential for large-scale implementation on a cost-effective basis. Telangana is the first state in the country to build this kind of platform, which leverages artificial intelligence, deep learning, and big data to make service delivery by government efficient, convenient, and transparent. Marching ahead towards its vision of a digital Telangana, ITEC department dedicates real-time digital authentication of identity, RTDAI, to the citizens of Telangana.
Special thanks to GTV Garu, who is the Director of Electronic Service Delivery, who has that kind of vision to take Telangana to this level in AI, machine learning, and deep learning. Thank you so much, sir. Moving on, we will go through a bunch of projects. So this particular project is for the handloom and textiles department. So we use AI to get to know that whether it's a power loom fabric or a handloom fabric. That way the handloom person gets the right price for his right product. Moreover, we are collaborating with Niti Aayog on this particular project, which will aim to ease the process of sale of farm produce and extend the trade beyond the state to all the Enam mandis in Telangana and beyond. The focus areas will be in turmeric and paddy for the pilot project. Moreover, we are also planning a project with the Ministry of IT, Government of India, for traffic management and road quality monitoring. These are the areas in which we are planning to set up research projects. So we have gone through the pilot launches. I would like to launch the calendar of Year of AI. Minister Sir, I would request you to launch the calendar of AI for us. So this calendar has been compiled with the collaboration of all the ecosystem players, ranging from academia, non-profit organizations, industries, and startups. I will just hand over the clicker to Honorable Minister to launch the Year of AI officially.
Let me just close this. Okay. Thank you. Firstly, Happy New Year. Andariki Nutana Samvatsara Shubhakankshalu, and happy beginning also to a fantastic decade ahead of us. I compliment each and every one of you who's come here all the way. I know people have traveled. I know people have actually cut short their vacations. Thank you very much for joining us here. Before I start off in English, I would like to say a few words in Telugu and then move on to a few things I wanted to share with all of you. ముందుగా అందరికీ నూతన సంవత్సర శుభాకాంక్షలు. చాలామంది అనుకుంటా ఉన్నారు, ముఖ్యంగా మా పాత్రికేయ మిత్రులు అనుకుంటా ఉన్నారు, ఈ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ ఏంటి? ఎందుకంటే తెలుగు పేపర్లు చూస్తే, తెలుగు వార్తా మాధ్యమాలు చూస్తే ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ని మీరు డైరెక్ట్గా అనువదించి కృత్రిమ మేధస్సు అని పిలుస్తూ ఉన్నారు. సో కృత్రిమ మేధస్సు అంటే చాలా సందర్భాల్లో మా రాజకీయ నాయకుల మీద కూడా చాలా జోకులు ఉంటాయి. ఎందుకంటే మాకు మేధస్సు స్వతహాగా ఉండదు, కృత్రిమంగా సంతరించుకున్న మేధస్సుతోనే మేము చాలా పనులు చేస్తూ ఉంటామని చాలామంది అనుకుంటూ ఉంటారు. కానీ మనం ఇక్కడ మాట్లాడుతున్న ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ కానీ, తెలుగులో చెప్పాలంటే కృత్రిమ మేధస్సు కానీ, దాని యొక్క వినియోగం, దాని యొక్క అవసరం, దానివల్ల వచ్చే లాభాలు ఏంటి అనేది ఒకసారి మీకు చెప్పాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంది. గౌరవ ముఖ్యమంత్రి కేసీఆర్ గారు ఎప్పుడు మాకు ఒకటే చెప్తూ ఉంటారు, కొత్త రకమైన సాంకేతిక పరిజ్ఞానం గురించి మాట్లాడేటప్పుడు అది ఏరోస్పేస్ కావచ్చు, డ్రోన్స్ కావచ్చు, లేకపోతే ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ కావచ్చు, క్లౌడ్ కావచ్చు, ఇంకో రకమైన టెక్నాలజీ కావచ్చు, బ్లాక్ చైన్ కావచ్చు, ఏదైనా కావచ్చు. ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు ఎప్పుడు అడిగేది ఒకటే. ఆయన అనేది ఏమంటే, నేను గ్రామీణ ప్రాంతం నుంచి వచ్చిన వాడిని, నాకు పెద్దగా సాంకేతికత తెలియదు. ఇప్పుడు మీరు మాట్లాడుతున్న సాంకేతిక పరిజ్ఞానం వల్ల, మీరు చెప్తున్న ఈ కొత్త రకమైన టెక్నాలజీ వల్ల తెలంగాణలోని సామాన్యుడికి ఏం లాభం జరుగుతుంది? A technology which does not have a societal impact, a technology which does not have real world application, which cannot benefit the society at large, a poor country like India, a third world country like India. It is futile is what our Honorable Chief Minister reiterates on every occasion we meet him and discuss technology with him. So I would like to, ఏ రకమైన వినియోగం ఉంటుంది
ఈ కృత్రిమ మేధస్సు వల్ల, ఏఐ వల్ల అని ఆలోచిస్తే ఒక 4 ఉదాహరణలు నేను చెప్పాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంది. ఇప్పుడే మీరు చూశారు, తెలంగాణ ఐటీ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఈరోజు మా ఈఎస్డి గారి ఆధ్వర్యంలో, జీటీ వెంకటేశ్వరరావు గారి ఆధ్వర్యంలో, జయేష్ రంజన్ గారి ఆధ్వర్యంలో రాష్ట్రంలోని పెన్షనర్స్ అందరికీ ఒక కొత్త తరహా అప్లికేషన్ తీసుకొచ్చి ఫేషియల్ రికగ్నిషన్ వల్ల ఒక సెల్ఫీ తీసుకుంటే చాలు, మీరు ఏ ఆఫీస్కి పోయే అవసరం లేకుండా మీరు ఎవ్రీ ఇయర్ ఏదైతే రెన్యువల్ చేయించుకోవాలో ఆ కార్యక్రమం చేసుకునే విధంగా ఈరోజు మన రాష్ట్రంలోని సీనియర్ సిటిజన్స్ అందరికీ, పెన్షనర్స్ అందరికీ ఒక బ్రహ్మాండమైన ఒక చిన్న టూల్ని నిర్మాణం చేసింది. ఒక చిన్న ఉదాహరణ. రెండవది, ఒక రైతు. తెలంగాణ భారతదేశం లాగానే వ్యవసాయ ఆధార ప్రాంతం, వ్యవసాయ ఆధార రాష్ట్రం. ఈరోజు ఒక రైతు తన పొలంలో, తన చేలో ఏదైనా తెగులు పట్టినప్పుడు, ఏదైనా పురుగు పట్టినప్పుడు ఒక ఫోటో తీసి, ఇవాళ రేపు అందరికీ స్మార్ట్ ఫోన్స్ ఉన్నాయి, కెమెరాస్ ఉన్నాయి ఫోన్లలో, ఒక్క ఫోటో తీసి దాన్ని మనకు ఒక నెంబర్కి పంపిస్తే అది ఏ రకమైన తెగులు, దానికి ఏ రకమైన నివారణ చర్యలు తీసుకోవచ్చు, మీరు ఇంకెవరినో పెద్దగా రీసెర్చ్ చేయాల్సిన పని లేకుండా సర్వసాధారణంగా వచ్చేది. ఇప్పుడు పత్తిలో ఈ మధ్యన కొత్త రకమైన గులాబీ పురుగులు వస్తూ ఉన్నాయి, గులాబీ చీడ అంటున్నారు దాన్ని. అలాంటి కొన్ని ఏవైతే రిపీటెడ్గా వచ్చే ఇష్యూస్ ఉన్నాయో వాటిని ఎక్కడికక్కడ అరికట్టి, నివారించి, వాటికి ఆ రైతుకు వెంటనే ఒక ఫోన్ నెంబర్కి మెసేజ్ చేస్తే దానికి నివారణ చర్యలు ఏమున్నాయి, దానికి ఏ రకంగా నివారించవచ్చు అని చెప్పే పరిజ్ఞానం, దాని వెనుక పనిచేసేది ఏఐ లాంటి సాంకేతిక పరిజ్ఞానం. ఈరోజు మనం చూస్తూ ఉన్నాం, వెహికల్స్ అన్నీ కూడా, వాహనాలు, ఆధునికమైన వాహనాలు వచ్చినాయి, రహదారులు బాగవుతూ ఉన్నాయి, స్పీడ్ పెరిగిపోతూ ఉంది, యాక్సిడెంట్లు కూడా పెరిగిపోతూ ఉన్నాయి. సాంకేతిక పరిజ్ఞానం వల్ల, ఏఐ లాంటి సాంకేతిక పరిజ్ఞానం వల్ల ఈ మధ్యన కొన్ని వాహనాల్లో వచ్చింది యాంటీ కొలిజన్ సిస్టమ్స్ కూడా వచ్చాయి. అంటే మీ వాహనం ఇంకో వాహనానికి దగ్గరైనప్పుడు వెంటనే సెన్సర్ ద్వారా చెప్పడం, అవసరమైతే ఆటోమేటిక్గా బ్రేకులు కొట్టడం. ఇలాంటి సాంకేతిక పరిజ్ఞానానికి కూడా తీసుకొని రావడం వల్ల మనం యాక్సిడెంట్లు కూడా నివారించేదానికి అవకాశం ఉంది. ఇంకా చెప్పాలంటే ముఖ్యంగా వైద్య రంగంలో విప్లవాత్మకమైన మార్పులు తెచ్చే అవకాశం మనకి ఏఐ ద్వారా, ఈ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ ద్వారా ఎన్నో రకాలుగా ఉంది. ఒకటి కాదు, నేను చెప్పాలంటే ఇప్పుడు శ్రీనాథ్ రెడ్డి గారు చెప్పినట్టు మనకి ఈ మధ్యకాలంలో మనం చూసినట్టయితే పబ్లిక్ హెల్త్ విషయంలో ముఖ్యంగా ఇప్పుడు డెంగ్యూ వ్యాధి అని, స్వైన్ ఫ్లూ అని వేలాది మంది బాధలు పడుతూ ఉన్నారు. ఇలాంటి సాంకేతిక పరిజ్ఞానం వల్ల లాభం ఏంటి అంటే, ఇప్పుడు పిహెచ్ఎఫ్ఐ, ఇంటెల్, అదే రకంగా IIIT హైదరాబాద్, వీరందరూ కలిసికట్టుగా చేయబోతున్న పని ఏమిటంటే, ఏ రకమైన వ్యాధులు, ఎందుకంటే ఒకే రకమైనది మళ్ళీ రాదు, డెంగ్యూ 3 ఏళ్లకు ఒకసారి వస్తుందని చెప్తారు, అట్లా సీజనల్ డిసీజెస్ కొన్ని ఉంటాయి. ఏ రకమైన చర్యలు తీసుకోవడం వల్ల మనం వాటిని నివారించేదానికి, అనువుగా పనిచేసేదానికి అవకాశం ఉంటుంది. ఇట్లాంటి కొన్ని కార్యక్రమాలు తీసుకునేదానికి కూడా మనకి సాంకేతిక పరిజ్ఞానం ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. కాబట్టి ఈరోజు మనం ఏదైతే మాట్లాడుకుంటా ఉన్నామో ఇది కేవలం ఏదో ఐటీ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఇనిషియేటివ్గా కాకుండా రాష్ట్ర ప్రజలకి, రాష్ట్రంలోని సామాన్యులకు కూడా విశేషంగా వినియోగపడే ఒక సాంకేతిక పరిజ్ఞానంగా, దాన్ని పర్యవసానాలు ఏవైతే ఉంటాయో, దాని ఫలితాలు ఏవైతే ఉంటాయో ప్రజలందరికీ ఉపయోగపడే విధంగా తీర్చిదిద్దాలనే సంకల్పంతో ముందుకు పోతున్నామని చెబుతూ, now I'd like to welcome you all once again as we welcome this new decade. The government of Telangana and all of our partners have been busy ushering in 2020 with focus on AI. May I compliment all the partners who have signed memorandums of understanding with us. I'd like to compliment PHFI, Dr. Srinath Reddy, Public Health Foundation of India, IIIT Hyderabad, PJN, Srini and everybody associated with IIIT here. May I also compliment, of course, Intel, who has entered into a partnership on applied research and with specific focus on healthcare. Nivriti, thank you very much. You've been a great supporter of the Hyderabad ecosystem. Thank you once again for coming here for this event. I would also like to compliment IIT Kharagpur and the director of IIT Kharagpur, who's here all the way. And in fact, I'm told Jayesh was just telling me that this possibly will be like an offshore campus, which will lead to a lot of capacity building in AI. Thank you to the team of IIT Kharagpur that is here. NVIDIA, thank you, sir. Vishalji, you've always been a great supporter. Delighted that you could be with us, and Happy New Year again. Adobe, Shantanu Narayan is a Hyderabadi and a terrific friend of our government and our ecosystem here. And I'm thrilled that Adobe was also, in fact, they promised during WCIT, thank you Raju Garu and Garima for being here, because Shantanu had promised himself that there would be a center of excellence, and I'm delighted that it has been realized. And I do hope you grow in numbers, and I do hope you grow in size as well. Thank you very much. Vadhwani, again, Vadhwani Foundation, Raghu, in fact, we've had a dinner in Pittsburgh at Vadhwani's, in fact, at Professor Raj Reddy's house, where in fact I had the good fortune of meeting Wadhwani brothers. And that conversation has led to a wonderful association here. I'm delighted, Raghu, that you could talk about what you were already doing here and what you would like to do further as well. Hexagon and Mr. Mishra, wherever he is. Mishraji, firstly, I would like to thank you for the MOU, but secondly, more importantly, I would like to thank you also for endorsing our city. You said you've lived in Bangalore for 18 years, but last 6 years, Hyderabad has won you over. Thank you. Nivruti, I hope you're listening, because Intel also has to expand in Hyderabad and grow in size. So there are a lot of people, a lot of converts who love Hyderabad more. So I hope that continues as well. Delighted also that the cluster of applied AI from Norway Smart Innovation Network, is it? Where are they? They've already gone back to Norway? Or they're somewhere here, I'm sure. So thank you to them as well. NASCOM, Sangeeta ji, thank you very much for being a wonderful partner all along. And the two partners who have not signed but have promised a strong commitment, Rahul Sharma of AWS, and of course our own Rajanna ji of TCS. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for being constant supporters and constant encouragement for all of us. And of course, Mohan Reddy Garu, I don't have to, sorry? My apologies, I'm coming there. I'm talking about your chairman. Mohan Reddy Garu is your chairman. No, I'm going to come next to you guys, sorry. So Mohan Reddy Garu, you've been a constant supporter of the government and its initiatives and the state of Telangana. My gratitude to you, sir, for everything that you do for us. And of course, under your stewardship, IIT Hyderabad, under Professor Desai, now under Professor Murthy, has been growing and has been doing tremendously well. And in fact, a lot of Japanese friends, whenever I meet them, the ambassadors, the consul generals, everybody that I meet them, they keep speaking in glowing terms about IIT Hyderabad. I hope you grow from strength to strength, Murthy Garu. And I also hope what you've started in IIT Hyderabad, a BTech course in AI. My Vice Chancellor and also my Secretary in Information Technology, Jayesh Ranjan, has just shared with me that from next academic year, in fact, all the colleges, our higher education councils, Vice Chairman is also here. In fact, all the institutes in Telangana have been asked to start a module in AI from next academic year. So, sir, that goes back to the point you were making. So once again, thank you very much to all of you. Let me just quickly, did I forget somebody? No, of course I didn't forget IIT Hyderabad. PJN is here. I mentioned him. I also commented that he forgot his waist today. So, sorry? My apologies. Mahindra, Tech Mahindra and Mahindra equals C. As you can obviously tell, it's a new decade and I'm already growing old and forgetful. My apologies on that. But I'm glad, I'm glad to see all of you coming here. And sorry, VEF, Aditi, my apologies again. Again, I have to blame it on old age. So glad to see all of you have come down here. Sorry? Thank you. And the Telangana IT Association. Anybody else I forgot? I don't think so. In fact, Krishna Mohan was just telling me something interesting. He said, IT back in 99, when we were all worried about the Y2K bug and what it would do to our computers and how everything would crash around us and, the new millennium cannot be handled by our back then computers and systems. We all remember those days, the Y2K. But I think India has used that opportunity and information technology as an industry. In fact, has created wonders, has made wonderful things happen in India. It has created an urban upper middle class which was hitherto non-existent. It has created millions of jobs both in India and abroad for our youngsters. And in the last 20 years, I think the landscape has changed quite a bit. We started as a services-focused destination, but I think now time has come, in fact, to stop calling IT as information technology and start looking at IT as intelligent technology. I think it's all about intelligent technologies now. In fact, if you think about it, as Nivruti was pointing out, one particular emerging technology, that is AI, if harnessed correctly, if, the key operative word and the key word here is if, we harness it correctly as a government, as a society, as industry, as an ecosystem, one solution, one technology has the ability to tackle all of your healthcare issues. This might sound a bit far-fetched. This might sound a bit too imaginative. This might sound a bit audacious also. But the fact is, back in the day when we talked about how computers and information technology has the ability to change the landscape and create a lot of wealth and jobs, people were skeptical. And today when we stand here and talk about how one AI can change a lot of things. People again will be skeptical, but I do believe very, very strongly that all of these emerging technologies together have the ability to make amazing changes in our country. And as was pointed out by Nivritti, we do not have the luxury of progressing slowly. We have to leapfrog, we have to pole vault, we have to hold on to everything that we can, every technology that we can, every tool that we can to take our country to the next level. So in that context, we have launched our ICT policy in the year of 2016 as a new state. And our vision was to be a leader also in emerging technologies as a state of Telangana. We had identified about 8 emerging technologies, which includes AI, ML, blockchain, cloud, IoT, robotics, and we've adopted a razor-like focused approach in each of these technologies. We formulated policy frameworks for blockchain, drones, cybersecurity, and to give you an example, today Telangana is ranked as one of the top states in blockchain in terms of adoption by the government and on the presence in the ecosystem as well. AI also can address complex problems beyond and capability of traditional methods, and it holds significance because it has the potential, like I pointed out, to transform the lives of citizens. A NASSCOM report says that AI industry in India will be 16 billion by 2025 from the current 2 billion, and it is expected to generate 800,000 jobs in India by 2021. So there is a strong reason why we chose to declare 2020 from IT Department of Government of Telangana as the year of AI, because we believe a significant portion of these jobs can be leveraged, can be obtained for our youngsters in Hyderabad, in Telangana, by way of government's focus and by way of all these wonderful institutions coming together, all these private sector and also public sector entities coming together. Government of Telangana does not believe in operating in silos. While we have identified different emerging technologies, we also have decided that we cannot do it by ourselves. So we have chosen to combine forces with the industry, with the institutions, and we believe that with this line and this approach, we will be moving beyond the 25 billion mark, and hopefully we'll get a number of jobs also created through AI. While we are calling 2020 the year of AI, the event today will set in motion a set of initiatives which will potentially make the next decade the Telangana's decade in AI. Telangana is ready to capture this opportunity. As you all know, Niti Aayog came out with the National AI Strategy paper in 2018, which focused on how India can leverage AI not only for economic growth but also for social inclusion. The strategy aims at focus on research in sectors that can maximize economic growth and social impact, namely agriculture, health, education, smart cities and infrastructure, smart mobility and transportation. Strategy also emphasizes funding core and applied research and flags important issues like ethics, bias and privacy issues which emanate out of implementation of artificial intelligence. Telangana, having established itself as a pioneer in IT and innovation, is quick to adapt to the needs of the rapidly transforming industry. And in line with the national strategy, Telangana has decided to take on a focused approach and take AI to the next level, setting an example for other states in India also to follow suit. Over the last few years, Hyderabad has placed itself on the global IT map by not only attracting leading IT companies, but also taking IT to the deeper roots of society. Now, Hyderabad is no more a destination for software services alone, but also has become home to product development, research and development, and engineering centers, and about half of the 50,000 employees, half of the 500,000 employees working in the IT sector work in non-IT services. Many organizations are already using AI, either for their internal processes or for developing AI solutions and products for other clients. Some of the best names in the world have made Hyderabad the base for some of their most critical global operations. The robust ecosystems of global enterprises, research centers, academia, MSMEs, and startups is the reason for Hyderabad's success in innovation. The rich talent available in Hyderabad is a key factor for the enormous growth of IT. Our efforts in AI will take forward this legacy and add on to Telangana's growth story. In fact, the aim is to establish Hyderabad amongst the top 25 global AI innovation hubs. To achieve this goal, just like we did for other emerging technologies such as blockchain and drones, we organized a roundtable in Hyderabad last month to formulate Telangana's own strategy framework. The following 6 key pillars of the state strategy framework were identified and deliberated upon. The first and foremost pillar is creation of data sets and developing a data exchange platform. As we all have been hearing, as we all have been talking, machine readable data is the core of any artificial intelligence machine learning algorithm. Without data, machine learning algorithms would be stuck in AI and would be confined to academics without real world applications. Realizing that availability of quality data would be a key differentiator, we had launched the open data policy and published data related to 20 departments on the open data platform, and Hyderabad was the first to come out with mobility data sets in 2018 in partnership with Intel and IIT Hyderabad. The aim going forward is to democratize seamless availability of data by creating population scale curated public data sets, especially in the areas of mobility, healthcare, agriculture, and e-governance, leading to better innovation, governance, and successful business outcomes. The state would be a nationally and globally recognized resource center for data sets and algorithms from and for India, with a mechanism to make these available for research, innovation, and create an India AI data trust. Now, what I'm saying is essentially we are a state of 4 crore population, but the number of data sets we have, subject to correction, I think it may be more. The last time I've interacted with my team, it was more than 30 crore data sets. So that is what I'm talking about. How these data sets and how this database can be leveraged through AI and ML is something that we are looking very, very consciously at. The second important pillar is making the required infrastructure available, as deep learning algorithms require high computing power to train new AI algorithms and models. Access to such infrastructure is a big entry barrier for MSMEs and startups trying to build capability in these advanced technologies. Also, this would drive core or the fundamental research in institutions like IIT Hyderabad or IIT Kharagpur or IIIT Hyderabad. Other countries are also, in fact, setting up supercomputing infrastructure. So we would plan to make available a high-performance AI computing. We are calling it HPAIC infrastructure to startups and research centers by entering into technology partnerships with the industry and also the academia. Availability of quality talent pool is critical also for the success of any technology ecosystem and is also a big differentiator, especially in the world of AI. The NASSCOM report predicts that there would be a need of about 230,000 data scientists and AI jobs in India. And there would be 19 different job roles in AI. Now that is going back again to what BVR Mohan Reddy Garu was saying. I think the need of the hour, as per the NASSCOM report and as per the trends of the industry, and as the manifold applications of this technology grows, the need of the hour is for each and every one of our academic institutions to start training our children, to start training our youngsters, to start training our students, just like IIT Hyderabad, to also start taking up modules in AI, and Government of Telangana, together with the Council of Higher Education, will further this cause. We have premier institutes, like I pointed out, IIT Hyderabad, IIIT Hyderabad, BITS, offering various programs ranging from short-term courses to undergraduate and graduate programs in AI. Additionally, the Telangana Academy for Skill and Knowledge is also offering a faculty development program. That again goes back to the point BVR Mohan Reddy Garu was trying to make. He was talking about training our trainers, training our teachers. Now, TASK can very well take up this opportunity again. Shrikant Sinha is here, our CEO of TASK. Together with several other industry partners, I think we can take this opportunity and create many, many data scientists, which will lead to further creation of many, many jobs in this sector. Data preparation or annotation and engineering tasks account for more than 80% of the time involved in most AI and machine learning projects. So there is a huge opportunity in this area. Now, primarily in AI back office operations, that is. Well, in tier 2 and tier 3 cities as well. In fact, not just in Hyderabad, but in places like Warangal, Karimnagar, Mehboob-nagar, Nizamabad, Khammam, we can leverage this opportunity and we can create many, many jobs. And in fact, with the government's efforts also to create IT hubs in these areas, I'm confident that this will also create more employment for our young kids in tier 2 cities. Governance, ethics, and privacy would be the fifth pillar of our framework. While we understand the benefits of AI that can transform lives and businesses, we also would like to address the risks associated with AI. The rapidly growing capabilities and increasing presence of AI-based systems in our lives raise concerns on the impact, governance, ethics, and accountability of these technologies around the world. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the fact that we all are getting paranoid around technology. In fact, I had a conversation, I should share this with you. recently with a group of my friends. Most of them use Apple iPhones, and some of them use Androids. So they were telling me, you start talking to somebody, a normal casual phone call, and if your Siri is on, or a chatbot is on, somewhere embedded inside of your computer or smartphone. See, you talk about a specific movie or a specific actor or a specific product. Apparently, the advertisements actually start popping up. The next minute you hang up your phone. So people are becoming paranoid, people are thinking, people are beginning to believe that somebody is actually listening, somebody is tapping into their phones, somebody is intruding, and the privacy issue pops up. The fact is, without many of us in this room realizing, see, I'm sure all of you have smartphones here in this room. And off late you may have seen, as you update your software, as you keep getting those software updates, you may have been seeing a few new things adding up into your, especially into your, the photo application, the camera application. You can now recognize, in fact, it sorts by albums, the kind of people that there are in your photo album. How's your phone doing it? It's essentially a combination of AI and ML. So the point I'm trying to make is, without us realizing what this technology is actually about, we're already using it. Yes, but we understand, we do appreciate that it also does pose challenges, especially when now my IT secretary recently announced that he has 30 crore plus data sets for the 4 crore people of Telangana. I think one of the newspapers tried to create a controversy out of it. They said, okay, government is playing a big brother. No, we are not. We are merely trying to make our citizens' life easier. We are merely trying to ensure that Exchequer's money actually is not misutilized. We are trying to ensure that government to citizen services are offered in a better, in a smarter manner. So, knowing fully well that governance, ethics and privacy are important components, our government will be happy to contribute to the national framework on ethical guidelines, and we will adhere to this aspect as well, to ensure citizens' privacy as well. Next is, the sixth pillar is, of course, research and innovation. Countries across the globe are investing heavily into AI research. For example, Singapore and China have already invested heavily in AI. In fact, as Nivruti was pointing out, an 18 trillion opportunity to get that money, to get that sort of money to create not just jobs and wealth, but also to leverage that technology to help a state, to help a country and a state like Telangana is an opportunity that we should not miss out on. Niti Aayog in its strategy paper has also identified these two areas, core and fundamental research and also applied research. And state of Telangana will also be working on this aspect. I think my speech has gone a bit longer than I think you were anticipating, so I'll just conclude quickly. And I'll just say two things. To conclude, the year of AI 2020 will seed the multi-year AI initiative and set the ball rolling for the entire upcoming decade. Our primary goals are to attract and enable more than 200 AI innovators / startups in this year, leading to a valuation of $3 to $4 billion of US to set up their base in Hyderabad. That's the goal we have set for ourselves. We would like to educate and attract top AI talent from across the globe, not just from Bangalore, Mishraji. We'd like to attract people from everywhere across the globe to work on critical areas as determined by the industry and the government. And also, we would like to leverage this technology, AI, to enable government and key industry verticals to deliver public transformation, contributing an additional 1% to Telangana's GDP. And finally, I'd like to reinforce that the premise of Telangana's efforts with respect to artificial intelligence is for social good. In important sectors like agriculture, in important sectors like healthcare, and we would ensure that AI should serve humanity and the common good while enforcing fundamental rights such as privacy, equality, fairness, and democracy. Thank you once again, and thank you for your faith, thank you for your support, and I look forward to this wonderful year that's ahead of us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your comprehensive address. As many of you might know, we have a separate vertical in the IT department for the emerging technologies. We call it the Emerging Technologies Wing of IT&C department. I would like to call on stage the Director of Emerging Technologies who is behind all of this, OSD Madam Rama Devi Ma'am Lanka.
Thank you. A very happy new year to all of you. Well, if I stand here, I don't think you'll be able to see me, so thank you. Sir, we had several interactions with the industry, with a lot of teams out there. I just want to share some of my experiences with the audience. You know, a lady called me and asked me, what's the program? What's the kind of flow that happens on that day? Because my MD would like to fly to Hyderabad. So I explained her in detail, our minister is going to launch the logo, the website, and we are going to sign MOUs. She heard everything full 5 minutes. She paused for a moment and then asked, is KTR coming? So thank you for being here. It made a lot of, difference to us. And thank you for setting that larger vision to us, for us to work on all these emerging technologies. Well, actually 3 weeks back, we were working on an AI proposal and we wanted a principal secretary to review it. So he was in T-Hub, he said, why don't you come to T-Hub, I'll review it there. So we thought we'll get complete attention from him. But when we went there, he was busy with a lot of visitors. So he couldn't actually review it during the scheduled time. So he said, why don't you actually, come in my car, I'll review it. So 3 of us hopped into his car, and when he was going back to Secretariat, he reviewed the proposal. And then he said, why don't we have this event? It was just 3 weeks back, he told us. We were really, not sure whether we would be able to pull this up. But, sir, thank you for pushing us. Even 10 days back, I think I messaged you, sir, saying that, a lot of teams are actually are on leave and we may not be able to, get all the interested, industry here. But he said, no, let us go ahead. So thank you very much, sir, for setting the goals and empowering us to achieve that. Thank you so much, sir. And lastly, a big thank you for the industry. A lot of people were on vacation. In fact, Nivruti has to cut short her visit. Kishore from Intel, he told me I couldn't trace Nivruti. So let me first trace her and then I'll tell you whether we'll be able to sign the MOU. And for example, Garima, she was in US when I called you, right? And you said she worked back on flight on the MOU, sir. And she said, if you're not going to give me the MOU by 23rd of evening, my team, legal team in Ireland is going to shut down. So that's the kind of, actually support that we got from the industry. And our teams also worked relentlessly, during these 3 weeks. When I was working with last 3 weeks, sir, what I thought, if industry and government can come together, we can do a lot of wonders, which demonstrated this today, Within a short time frame of 3 weeks, we could actually pull out so many partnerships here. And, it's a great event for us to start the new year, actually. It sets the tone for us for the next decade. And lastly, I want to thank my team. I want to acknowledge them here in front of you because they've been working very hard to make this happen. Devansh, please come. He's the man, MC for everything. Srinivas Jada, who has been coordinating, everything, looking into smaller details. Kiran and Anand for working on the logistics. It's a big list, please bear with me. Rahman, who has been looking into the registration and stage management. Rushita, looking into the pilot projects. Rajesh, working on the MOUs. Rushita, come on. Akhilesh, where is Akhilesh? I didn't see him today. He has been working on the website, content. He's not here. Mustafa and his team. In fact, I told them yesterday, if you're not going to, launch the website in 3 hours, I'm actually going to host it on a private website. Then they worked round the clock and made it happen, sir. So Mustafa Garu is not here. And Akhil Agir. In fact, we hired him, but we did not give him the offer letter yet. But he still pitched in and, worked for us. Rajesh, are you here? Raj, yeah. Then lastly, Sanjana and Dheeraj, young interns. Come on. Their energy and enthusiasm was so contagious, They put in round the clock. They were working here with us and made this happen. Thank you, Sanjana and Dheeraj. And lastly, I would like to leave you, just as Mumbai is to finance and IT is to Bangalore, or Bangalore is to IT, No, sir, I still have something, sir. So would Hyderabad be to emerging technologies, sir. So that is a thought which I want to leave you with. Thank you. So we would like to have a photo with our team. Secretary, sir. Intelligent. Sir. Just cake.
New Year's.
Time unte left over.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone. We can break out for lunch. Lunch is served outside. And thank you once again. A big thank you.